Hello everybody, SirMonkeySuit here, back again. We're on Haikyuu now, we're on episode 8. So, normally when I'm when I'm recording series for, well, to get released, I do 2 every day, right? Well, on average. But Saturdays are obviously My Hero Academia and then 2 episodes of Haikyuu. So I did episode 7 on Saturday, but I didn't do episode 8. Because I'm ill. I'm not very well. So yeah, there's that. I'm gonna try and keep like relatively energetic, despite feeling like shit. So yeah, we'll get through it. So episode 7. Yeah, we had like a bit of Tsukishima background, like what he's like why he doesn't exactly give 100%, because he feels like it'll be a waste of time in the end. Like, you don't want to put that much effort into something that you're going to end up failing anyway. And it seems like he got that from his older brother, because he was also in the same team as Little Giant, I believe. And yeah, that all just kind of... all of the Karasuno team are trying out their new... like, the new abilities that they're like, learning, so they can use it in, obviously, a match setting. But of course, like, you can't just learn it overnight and be great at it overnight, so they've lost all their games. Which is not surprising. And obviously with Shoyo coming, like, basically for that ace title, after he had to up his game, and now he has that kind of killer aura as ace, so... yeah, we'll see where all of that leads. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get into episode 8, shall we? Let's go. Whew, right then. Tsukishima is now changing. He's not the nonchalant, don't give a fuck guy anymore. Well, he might be, like, in his personality, but when it comes to volleyball, it looks like he's actually going to start trying now, which is good, which is great. They've now got, like when he's trying, they're going to actually have, like, a full-on blocker that's, like, extremely tough to deal with, which is something that they don't really have. So that's good. That is good. But again, Tsukishima and Shoyo are they're in the same position. So, if Tsukishima was to be the if he starts upping his game, it's almost interesting because it becomes a, like, you can set up your team in a way that can either be offensive or, like, offensive, or it can be defensive. With Shoyo, obviously, it's more, like, inclined towards the offense side. With Tsukishima, it's more defensive. Because obviously they're in the same position, they can't be on the can't be on the court together at one time. It has to be one or the other. So, yeah, interesting. This is why it seems like... oh, well, I don't know. Because when Shoyo was talking to Lev, he said it doesn't matter which position you're in. The ace can be, like, any position, really, as long as as long as they get the most points. So it can basically be anything apart from, like, the libero, right? So yeah, I don't know if Shoyo is looking to move over to become a wing spiker, or he's just fixated on being a middle blocker. I wonder. Yeah, Tsukishima having the moon on his back, like, I picked that up, like, I thought it might have been just, like, a little callback to him, like, Tsukishima saying, or like that imagery where it was like Hinata's the sun, I'm like the moon. I thought it was just like a little callback to that, but I like how they just put it in there, so I just wrote it down anyway. But then it turns out it's actually a big part of it, like it was like a big part of the episode. And Suki means moon in Japanese, I suppose, I guess. At least that's what they said. And he means sun. Just that part. It all comes together. Yeah, so his older brother was like lying to his younger brother. I would say it was like I would say it was harmless for the older brother. Obviously for Suki it kind of put him in this mentality of like no point trying kind of deal. But for his older brother I think it was more like, you know, he didn't want to disappoint his younger brother. So I think that's what it was. But his older brother like really tried and never even got on the, didn't even get on the bench. Like he had to be in the stands with a fucking, with like the rest of his like, I don't know, class, just like school, just cheering them on from like the fucking, from the stands, which is, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I don't know if they've ever, because we didn't get to see, did we don't know if Tsukishima and his brother have like, because we didn't see them talk about it or anything like that. So I wonder if they were like, I wonder if they fell out because of that. Maybe. But yeah. Interesting how it was a different team that like it was different teams that like pushed Tsukishima to actually try, other than his own team. I wonder if he did that on purpose to get a different perspective, because obviously his classmates are always like his volleyball club teammates are like, oh, that they would, you know, they would always urge him to do better anyway because he's on that team. But I think if he gets it from, you know, Bokuto, for example, then, you know, like he knows that they're not lying about it, or you know what I mean. I feel like it's a lot more real coming from somebody who's not on the same team as you. I think so. I think it's interesting that they had that happen. So yeah, all right. So it seems like Tsukishima's back on the. Oh, he's coming to the forefront now. He's gonna actually start trying, which is gonna make this team a hell of a lot better. So yeah, we'll just have to see. It'll actually be tomorrow from when I'm recording this to when I record episode 9 and 10. So today's Monday. But yeah, all right. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope I was like energetic enough. I felt like I was sitting through it like and not really reacting a lot than like I normally do. But yeah, I get like that's what just happens when you're ill. You know what I mean? I'm just it's tough to like get energetic. So yeah. But anyway, thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.